Hello, everybody. Welcome to the post Minnesota State High School League Adapted Hockey State Tournament review. As always, I'm Caden. We've got Reese here, and this is the PI edition. CI edition will be out 1 hour from now. And yeah, we had a great state tournament this past weekend in the adapted hockey world. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Starting off in the quarterfinals, we got number one Brainerd Warriors defeating the St. Paul Humboldt Hawks 8-0, and I mean this kind of came as a shock to no one. I mean, let me get the MSHSL site up here because you know how it goes. I always forget to do these things until I start recording. So,
I am also pulling it up right now as we speak.
it would be this one. Once it loads, there we go. All right, so Aiden Olson scored a hat trick. Um, James Martin opened the scoring for the Warriors with 4:03 left in the second and added a second goal in the third. But yeah, with Aiden Olson getting a hat trick, I mean, and if I read correctly from the Brainerd Dispatch, they only allowed one shot on goal in this game.
Yup, that's what I read too.
So yeah, it was kind of domination start from start to finish, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's the Brainerd Warriors, right? So, yeah, sorry St. Paul Humboldt, but yeah. Moving on, we've got number 2 Maple Grove taking on Minneapolis and Maple Grove. Jesus Christ, Minneapolis did not win this game. No, Maple Grove won 10-0. Let me get down to that one. Yeah, 7 first period goals, and I was able to bear witness to all of those. I was there for the first day of the state tournament, as many of you know. And I watched the first period of that game. And yeah, as expected, I mean, 7 goals. Evan Bartlett got 4 of them. 6 total on the game, by the way. He got over half of the goals for Maple Grove. Shout out Evan. Yeah, what a game for Maple Grove. What a start to the state tournament for Maple Grove. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about this quarterfinal. We did get into a little bit of penalty trouble. Um, there were 2 penalties called in that first period, one on each team, and Maple Grove scored on the ensuing power play and on the ensuing penalty kill. So, yeah. Moving on, we've got Rochester taking on Anoka Hennepin and Rochester winning 6-3. Um, again, I watched the first period of this one. I was not expecting it to be a 3-goal game at the end. Jacoby Denny found the net twice as number 3 Rochester scored the first 6 goals in a 6-3 victory. And yeah, I remember watching the 4 versus 5 seed game that we'll get to in a second here. And just looking over every once in a while, and it just says 6-0, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. And I'm telling my former teammate who was there with me, shout out to Tommy, by the way. I told him, is this really going to happen? Are they going to make a comeback here? And he's like, no way. And all of a sudden, next thing we know, it's 6-3. And he's like, well, maybe, but then the game ended, and yeah, 6-3 final. In other words, a great third period for the Anoka Hennepin Mustangs. And I thought they looked pretty good out there compared to Rochester. I do not think Rochester played their best game in this quarterfinal. And finally, we've got number 4 Dakota United Hawks falling to number 5 South Suburban Flyers by a score of 3-2. I was able to watch the third period, and yeah, this was an amazing game. I mean, yeah, that third goal that South Suburban got, it was just a snipe from basically the red line from JJ. With 9:36 remaining in the game.
I don't know how accurate this is because I know what I'm looking at counts misses as shots, but it says 34 shots and 2 goals.
Yeah, that's a really good performance for I believe Jimmy Tierney in net. I think that's the goalie for South Suburban.
Let me look at the. Okay. Let me pull up the. Let me just look at the Brainerd Dispatch because I know they posted something about it. Yep. Jimmy Trineri.
Yeah.
Trineri.
And yeah, I mean,
then again, I don't know how many of those shots were on goal.
Yeah. And who got the goals for the Hawks? It was Jay and...
No, it was Dylan and Jacob.
Oh, it was Dylan and Jacob.
Both freshmen, by the way. So, offense is in good hands. Defense, gonna need some work, I feel like.
Yeah. Moving on, let's get over to the Consolation Semi-Finals. The lower bracket, always fun to watch most of the time. And yeah, so we're just going to wing this because neither of us saw any of the games for Consolation, and I don't believe they reviewed them in the article that came out for the State High School League. So
they did not. I'm looking at it right now, and they do not have it. They just have the state championship game.
So yeah, we're just kind of gonna wing this one here. Number 4 Dakota United Hawks over St. Paul Humboldt Hawks in the Hawk Bowl again, and Dakota Hawks just win 9-2.
I do have stats for the Hawks, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Jay, do you want me to go down the entire list and tell you who recorded like points or assists or whatever for goals?
You just do whatever feels best.
All right, so Jay with 4 goals, Dylan and Stephanor with 2 apiece, Angelo with the other goal as well. So that adds up to their 9, and then saves had 12 combined. Sean with 6, Nick Smuck with 4, and then Laura and Bennett with 1 each. 36 shots, 25 shooting percentage. I do not want to. I'm just gonna scroll to the left and not read that shooting percentage. Thank you very much. Jacob was the only one who got multiple assists. Everyone else had 0 or 1.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I wasn't gonna say anything else more.
So, I just wanted to say that I was able to meet Jacob over the tournament on quarterfinal Friday, and he's a great kid. He really is. He messed up his ankle prior to the tournament, so I don't think he was at 100% for at least the South Suburban game. But yeah, he's a great kid. Definitely looks like a hockey guy. So yeah. With that, let's move on to our other Consolation Semi-Final, which saw Anoka Hennepin beating Minneapolis 6-5. Mustangs end Minneapolis' season in a tight 6-5 victory. Um, Obviously, neither of us were able to watch the game, so we don't have much to say about it, unfortunately. But yeah, pretty good game for a Consolation Semi-Final game, honestly.
I mean, that's the type of games you want in the state
Absolutely.
tournament. These close one-goal games that either go into overtime or close throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when it gets to Saturday. Yeah, as you all know, I couldn't make Saturday for the state tournament because I was playing Special Olympics poly hockey, and we ended up winning ours. My team got first. Um, I got a lot of goals. I got, let's see, 4 in the first game, 5 in the second game, and 3 in the last one. So yeah,
Yeah, sounds like you.
I still got that goal scoring touch. Anyway, moving on to the Consolation Final, where we saw Dakota United take down Anoka Hennepin by a score of 11-2. And I mean, Reese, take it away. You've got the stats.
We got 3 players. Well, 2 players record hat tricks. One with a Texas-sized hattie, which is 4 goals, and Jay, Dylan, Stefanora all got hat tricks, and then Chelsea with the other, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
Jacob, Sammy, Chloe, Angelo, and even Jay with 3 assists. That surprised me.
That's surprising right there.
You know,
So
50 shots is crazy.
Yeah.
Holy cow. But then again, I don't know how much of that is
on net.
they definitely count misses because miss. Yeah, they count misses. So, but at least 11 were on net. So
Well,
there's that.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this game. But the Hawks are gonna have a. They're gonna have to go into a rebuild now. I mean, they're losing Jay, Sammy,
Chloe.
others, Chloe. I think there's a couple others in there too. I can't. Chelsea, I believe, is a senior. She's senior or junior?
Let me look. Scroll down. She's a senior.
Okay, so Chelsea.
We got 5 seniors: Jay, Chloe, Sammy, Chelsea, and Nick Smock.
Oh, Nick Smock as well. That's right. Yeah.
I didn't think he was a senior. I thought he was.
I knew he was. I just forgot. Honestly. No offense to Nick, if you're watching. What else is there? I think that's about it. Honestly. Yeah, we'll see what the Hawks can do in the future. Behind Dylan and Jacob, especially with Sean and Net.
Don't forget Bennett Herman.
And Bennett. Oh, yeah. Bennett had a career year this year. It's because he saw a lot more shots. But yeah, that's all we've got for Consolation. Let's move on to the upper bracket semifinals, where we saw Brainerd Warriors take down the South Suburban Flyers, and the Warriors will return to the state championship game to defend their title. I mean, a 9-1 win over over. I almost said over Brainerd. That would be crazy if they beat themselves 9-1. No, Brainerd over South Suburban 9-1, and yeah, I mean, structured game as always. Nothing much more to say. Do you by chance have the dispatch article up,
I
or
do, yeah. What do you want me to point out?
just some of the stats?
Um, let's see here. Josh Pence got things rolling in Brainerd's 9-1 semifinal victory over South Suburban. Pence opened the scoring at 8:38 on assists from Landon Brotherton and Owen Olsen. 30 seconds later, Pence scored again from Fordyce and Owen Olsen. Fordyce then tallied back-to-back goals of his own for a 4-0 advantage 11 minutes into the contest. The onslaught continued with goals from Headley and Owen Olsen for a 6-0 first period advantage.
Yeah, wow.
Andrew Cargill was minutes away from making it 3 straight state shutouts, but allowed 1 goal at 13 minutes of the third period. The senior netminder finished with 8 saves as Brainerd outshot South Suburban 40-9 to advance to the state championship game.
Okay.
Brainerd's winning streak moves to 28 as it finished the last 2 seasons with perfect records.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Brainerd is just such a good team.
Yeah.
They've got a really good squad over there. We'll talk more about their squad in the state tournament or state championship review. Next up, we've got Maple Grove taking down Rochester in a surprising fashion, 12-0. I don't think anybody saw a 12-0 rout coming in this game. I mean, it's the number 2 versus number 3 seed. Who expected a 12-0 rout, right?
I certainly did not, and considering how close both how close it's been throughout the years, did not see this coming at all.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I did expect Maple Grove to win. I expected it to be a running time third even, but 12-0.
From the thing that I'm reading, it says Maple Grove defeated number 3 Rochester 12-0 in the semis, getting 5 goals from junior Ben Pfeiffer and 3 from junior Evan Bartlett. Junior Everett Olsen recorded 5 assists.
Yep. Yeah, Everett Olsen, have yourself a game, bud. 5 apples is a great game. An assist is just as good as a goal, as they say. So, yeah, with that, let's move on to the third place game where we saw Rochester take down the South Suburban Flyers by a score of 7-6. What a game. Now, let me get Rochester's Twitter up here, or X if you want to call it X. I have a notification. Oh. Okay. So it says on the Raiders floor hockey page that it was 7-5, but it says on the State High School League site 7-6. So I don't know. But either way, Liam Schaudenecker Schaudenecker with both a hat trick and a Gordie Howe hat trick. Now, listen. I'm all for Gordie Howe hat tricks, right? Unfortunately, this is adapted athletics. You're not supposed to be, fighting. So I'm at a crossroads. Do I condemn this or do No, I have to condemn it. We run a podcast here. I have to condemn it.
When you said that to me, I'm like, what in the world went down for that to happen?
Yeah, what happened is what I want to know. And bigger question, who started it?
Because if the South Suburban guy started it and then the Rochester guy retaliated, then, well, he should have got game misconduct regardless. But even then, it depends on who started it all. Yeah, that's a crazy sight.
But he still got a hat trick, so he pulled his weight,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that we know went down in the third place game, unless if you found something else.
I have not.
Okay.
I will see if this article. No, it just has the championship games. Okay.
Well, speaking of the championship game, let's move on to that one where we saw the Brainerd Warriors take down. I forgot to change it to Maple Grove, but the Maple Grove Crimson, Maple Grove Osseo Park Crimson, 7-0. If you're watching the slideshow, I forgot to change the park logo to the Maple Grove logo because I just reuse slideshows. It makes it a lot easier for me. But yeah, 7-0 in the championship game. I at least expected Maple Grove to get a couple, but I mean, Andrew Cargill was lights out, right? So yeah, I mean, Reese, I'm sure you've got something for championship game.
Yeah. Josh Pence tallied twice, added an assist. Owen Olsen scored twice, added an assist. Fordyce scored twice and added an assist. And Aiden Olsen scored once and added 3 assists. It's 3-0 after one. And then, yeah, it was pretty much just all Brainerd. I will say, yeah, that's just not accurate. It says the Warriors won last year's title via Fordyce's overtime goal against Stillwater Matamidi.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, Stillwater made it in the CI division. This is PI division, though. So
13 regular season opponents giving up 10 goals.
Yeah, that's just historic defense.
And then here's some player quotes. Andrew Cargill says, "Our players knowing where to go and when really helps because not a lot of other teams have that system set up." And then Aiden, what I'm most excited for is our goalie Andrew to end his final season with a shutout, and my brother Owen to get another title his senior year. That's what I was going for this year. Yeah, I mean, they're just good. I mean,
yeah.
There's no other way to put it. I mean, face-offs, power play, penalty kill, everything.
Yeah, they know what they're doing at all times, and that's hard to beat.
Right.
So I have after every game Brainerd played, I put their stats down on a stat sheet that I have.
And then Cargill, and then Aiden and Owen Olson also got all tournament team. And
Yep.
on the Maple Grove side,
We'll
it
talk about
was
all tournament team. We'll talk about
okay.
all tournament team in a little bit.
All right. Okay.
Anyways, so and I have the full stats from this entire season from what the Brainerd Dispatch had down. So some of the things might have changed. Some of this might not be accurate, but this is what the Brainerd Dispatch had. And Aiden Olson, I'm pretty sure, led the league with 50 points, exactly 50. 26 goals, 24 assists. Josh Pence led the team in goals with 27. Owen Olson led the team in assists with 28. But what stands out to me here is Andrew Cargill. 127 saves, 11 goals against, 918 save percentage. The most insane stat that I've seen in a while. This team got 136 goals all season, including the state tournament. Andrew Cargill saw 134 shots. Wait, that doesn't add up.
It's 130. No, it's 138.
Yeah. Yep, it would be 138.
Nah,
Sorry, I don't know why I had 134 down here. But 138, which means he saw 2 more shots than they got goals all season. If that isn't one of the most insane stats you'll ever see, I don't know what to tell you. But before we move on to a little something special, if you watched our soccer one, you know what we're talking about. But a little something special. Is there anything else you would want to say about this state tournament?
Not that I can really think of. I just really wish I was able to see all this play out in person.
Yeah.
That's really all I. That's what I really wish I wanted to happen, was just being able to watch all of it play out live, and even meeting some of the players, or reconnecting with some of the players that watch our videos and all that, or meeting some of the CI players that watch our videos.
Yeah, I love meeting players that watch the videos, or reconnecting with players that I've played in the past, or one of those. And yeah, it's really nice. It really warms my heart. I love to I love hearing about it. I love hearing that. And yeah. But anyway, with that, it is time for the Everything Minnesota Adapted Post-Tournament Awards, PI Division Floor Hockey. Now, short disclaimer, these are not official awards. All awards are made up by me and Reese, unless if we say otherwise, which there's only one in here, and that's, of course, the all-tournament team. So, all-tournament team members include Anthony Brown, Anoka Hennepin, Jay Bama, Dakota United, Jimmy Tyranny, South Suburban, JJ Morgan, South Suburban, Cooper Morrissey, Rochester, Brody Causey, Rochester, Lincoln Searcy, Maple Grove, Ben Pfeiffer, Maple Grove, Evan Bartlett, Maple Grove, Aiden Olson, Brainerd, Andrew Cargill, Brainerd, and Owen Olson, Brainerd. Both Olsons getting in here. I mean, you had to put Evan in here after his Game 1 performance. Lincoln Searcy was probably the best player for Maple Grove in that final game. Really up for debate, but probably Lincoln in my mind. Cooper Morrissey and Brody's just annoying on the court. Let's be honest here. He's good because he's annoying to opponents. Because what he does now is that he goes into the corner with them and fishes the puck out. What he does in soccer, you know? Now he's doing that in floor hockey. And it is so annoying as an opponent. And I didn't even play against it. I just know that it's annoying.
He played last year, did he not?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So we did play against him.
Well, yes, but he didn't go into the corner with when the puck was there.
Oh, yeah. I guess that is true.
Jay had a great tournament. Anthony Brown, we don't have any stats for him. JJ Morgan, pretty good tournament. I mean, all of these players had pretty good tournaments, obviously. They made the all-tournament team, so kind of hard not to have a good tournament and make the whole tournament team. Now, the rest of these awards are all unofficial awards that me and Reese made up. These are the awards that we are giving out. Wheelchair of the season. This is not goalie of the season. This is wheelchair of the season. This is the front chair. Defensive MVP, most valuable goalie, coach of the season, consolation bracket MVP, third place MVP, and tournament MVP. We're going to try to get through this quickly because what are we at on the video here? We're at 31 minutes, so actually, oops. So, we're doing pretty good on time. We try to get these under an hour. Doesn't work most of the time, but we try to get these under an hour. So, yeah. Starting off with wheelchair non-goalie of the season. The finalists. We try to get 3 finalists for each. But you'll see that one of them has more finalists. The finalists for wheelchair non-goalie of the season, we've got Bennett Herman from Dakota United, Brodikazi from Rochester, and whoever was in front for Brainerd. They put multiple people in front, so we just said whoever was in front for Brainerd. The winner, because I was threatened, from Dakota United, Bennett Herman. And no, I wasn't threatened. That's a joke. We love making jokes here, obviously. But yeah, we had to go Bennett here. He had a career season in front. How many saves did he end up with? Or blocks, I guess? Like 130 something? 140?
Something like that, but at this point, I don't know if I trust the game changer because that says 115. And depending on what he finished with last year in his career, because I know I think he broke the Rosemount all-time single career blocks record from what I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because he boasted about it.
311 career blocks.
Wow.
And then obviously more in the state tournament. 163.
All right, well, there you go.
In the regular season, but obviously more, I'm not 100% sure about what he did in the state tournament.
All right, so there you go. I mean, that's a lot of blocked shots. And he's a sophomore this year?
Sophomore, yep. Same grade as Aiden, same grade as Lincoln.
Those two both being sophomores are insane.
Yeah.
Moving on to Best Offensive Duo. Finalists, we've got Lincoln Searcy and Evan Bartlett. From Maple Grove, we've got... From Brainerd, we've got Aiden Olsen and Owen Olsen. I mean, you had to put the brothers in here, right? Like, I don't even care if they're technically marked as defense. It's Aiden and Owen Olsen. They're the Olsens. They're amazing players. And now their younger sister's going to join the team next year.
I saw it. I'm like, there's another one. No.
There's another one.
I mean, the Brainerd choice, I don't even think was that easy. Yes, you have Aiden and Owen, but you could have went Josh and Aiden. You could have went Josh or Eric and Aiden. Went Josh and Eric. You could have went a couple of other players I'm probably forgetting, but
100%, yeah.
I think just because they work so well together, I think you just had to put them.
Yeah. And Liam Schoten, whatever it is, and Cooper Morrissey from Rochester. The winners, I think it's pretty obvious, from Brainerd, Aiden and Owen Olsen. I mean, they just work so well together. It really wasn't much of a debate between, it was a debate between some of the finalists, but it wasn't really a debate on who would win. And yeah, it just had to be the Olsens. I mean, Owen has 28 assists and Aiden has 24 assists, and I believe most of those assists are to each other. So, yeah.
I mean, each duo probably has a case to be the winners,
100%.
but I just think, like I said, the chemistry and that. Wow, it's almost like they're brothers. You ever thought of that?
Wow, same last name. Oh my god. They could be brothers. Yeah. Uh it yeah. Nothing much else to say. Moving on to defensive MVP. Now, these are based off of people who were listed in the program as defenders. Reese made that very clear to me when he saw the finalists that I had. So we put Samantha Jortheim from Dakota United, Aiden Olsen from Brainerd, and Lincoln Searcy from Maple Grove. And yeah, I mean, from Brainerd, it's got to go to Aiden Olsen. I mean, even though he's more of an offensive defenseman, I mean, come on, he led the league in points as a defenseman. You can't deny the fact that they only allowed, 138 shots all season?
Something like that, yeah.
And that's the defenseman's job, not allow shots to get through, and that's the front wheelchair's job, not allow shots to get through. So yeah. Moving on to goalie MVP. Reese insisted that we needed finalists, but you might already be able to guess who's going to get this one. Finalists are Jimmy Tierney from South Suburban, Andrew Cargill from Brainerd, and Michael Brown from Rochester. All had really good years. All had great years. But without a doubt, I mean, it had to go to Brainerd's Andrew Cargill. I mean, come on. Like, 918 save percentage.
I mean, this one was just obvious.
Yeah. 918 save percentage. You do not see over 800 in this league often. Let's go with 850. Go ahead.
What was your best career season?
What was my?
Was it 920 or was it 915?
Well, only one way to find out. Let's see here. Where is Where's personal stats at? There it is. So my career stats, I had an 896 in my career. As a senior, I only had a 763, but I didn't play much as a senior. I didn't play much goalie as a senior. As a junior, I had a 930. So,
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, you were probably the majority of the reason we got state that you were just locking everything down. I mean, no discredit to Tommy, but like a 930, that's just unheard of.
yeah. Yeah, 930 that year, and I do have my sophomore stats as well, which I put up a 918. But while putting up a 918, I got 37 goals as a sophomore, so do with that as you will. Anyway, let me get back to season stats here. And yeah, I mean, as I said, like, you just don't hear of a 918 save percentage or whatever it was that I said. What was it? It was 918. You just don't hear of that often. So, yeah, had to give it to Andrew Carvel. Moving on to coach of the season. Now, this was actually, in my mind, the hardest one to choose. Because it really came down to these final three. The finalists, Jonah Pretty from Maple Grove, Todd Person from Brainerd, and Jake Norwick from South Suburban. And it came down to these three, and I was thinking, okay, do we go with System, who Brainerd was just amazing. You know, I mean, they're a very well coached team, and it's hard to argue against Brainerd. And then you see Jake Norwick there, South Suburban, first year head coach, brought him to the 4th seed, right? So I asked
Fifth seed.
or 5th seed, yeah, but brought him to 4th place, right?
Right.
I believe they had a winning record too.
They were 7-6
Going in, yeah. They were either 8-7 or 7-6. I think 7-6 though.
7-6.
So yeah, I mean, Jonah had a case too. I mean, bringing Maple Grove to the championship game with that young of a roster, you know, you do have a case to be made, but it really came down to Todd Person, Jake Norwick, and I asked Reese, and he's like, I think we got to give it to South Suburban's Jake Norwick. And as I said, like, I mean, it's his first year as head coach, brought him to the 5th seed, brought him to being a top 4 finish for the first time in a long time. And almost to 3rd place. They almost got 3rd place, if you remember correctly, 7-6, right? In the 3rd place game. So, this was definitely the most. This was definitely toss up.
I want to be 100% honest with you. I honestly would have ruled out Todd Person right away.
Really?
Just because he's been there for, like, what was it, year 15 or 16 now at Brainerd?
I think it was 14.
14? Whatever. I mean, he's been there for so long, won so many championships. The expectation is you get there every season.
At this point, yeah.
I mean, Maple Grove, from what I hadn't seen, hadn't been in the state championship since
99.
99. Yeah, where they won it too. And for Jonah to do that, like you said, with that young of a roster, I mean, he did in soccer. We'll see what they can do in softball, but I mean, that's impressive too. But I mean, it just has to go. I think Jake Norwick, first year after being what an 18 last year,
Uh,
and then
yeah, yep,
and
because
then
they
like
beat Humboldt in the playoff.
playoff, yeah, and then jumping to a 5 this year. That's improvement. That's turnaround, and I think he's got them in the going in the right direction.
100%. But you got to remember, most of the team, junior, I believe.
That is true. Yes.
So they really have one more year of the championship window open. And is it much of a championship window? Well, considering that you have to compete with Brainerd and Maple Grove for that, not exactly who you want to be competing with for a championship window, but I like to think it's there. So, yeah, that's all we got for Coach of the Season. With that, let's move on to Consolation MVP, where obviously it's the MVP of the Consolation bracket. Finalists, we've got Jay Bama, Steph Norris Sarpong, and Dylan Burns. I mean, they're all from Dakota, but yeah. Winner has to be Jay Bama, and the reason is simple. He made the alternate team. The other three or two didn't. Right. So, and plus, I think he had the best stats. Did he
Yep.
not?
Yep. He did. Let's see here. 27 goals, 9 assists.
Yeah. Yeah. Not much else to say there. Jay Bama. Yeah. Consolation MVP. Third place MVP comes down to Cooper Morrissey, Brody Causey, and Leah Detterman. I wanted to put Liam here, but then I decided no. I mean, he got in a fight in the last game, and
That's just promoting stuff you shouldn't do, I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah. And plus, Cooper Morrissey, Brody Causey both made all tournament team. So sorry, Leah, but it probably comes down to one of them. And from Rochester, oh wow, what a surprise! A Rochester Raider. Uh, yeah, we gave it to Cooper Morrissey. I mean, Coop had a pretty good tournament. We don't know stats or anything, but
I might be able to get stats because I feel like the Rochester Post Bulletin might have something.
oh yeah, I didn't even think about the post bulletin.
I didn't either, and then I just thought of it. Girls basketball, wrestling, girls basketball, basketball, wrestling, basketball. Rochester Raiders take third at Adapted Hockey State Tournament. Oh, I forgot it does that to me. Locks me in a paywall.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna go to this little archive button paywall remover thing you sent me a while back.
yeah. Neither of us really have the money to pay for any articles.
Okay. For a second consecutive season, Rochester Raiders will come home with a third place trophy from the Adapted Hockey State Tournament at Bloomington Jefferson. Raiders won a tough battle in Saturday's third place game, beating South Suburban 7-6. Um, Rochester had 2 players named to the all-tournament team, sophomore Cooper Morrissey and Brody Cozy, which we just talked about. 4 Raiders seniors ended their high school careers with a win. Forward Eli Yoder, forward/defense Alex Gifford, forward/defense Leah Detterman, and forward defense Liam Schaudenecker. Raiders beat Anoka in the state quarterfinals on Friday to advance to Saturday morning semis. Brainerd won another state championship. Yeah. And that's pretty much all it is. It just talks about like the state championship after that. It didn't say anything about didn't say like who got what or anything. So
yeah, we don't really have stats, but we gave it to Cooper because, no offense to the wheelchairs of the league, but let's be honest, who gets the goals, right? So, no offense to the wheelchairs of the leagues. I love y'all, but yeah.
oh, here we go.
Oh,
Liam Schaudenecker led the team with a hat trick and 1 assist. He completed the Gordie Howe hat trick as well. Jace Moger, Jacoby Denny, and Leah Detterman each netted a goal. Detterman had 2 assists and Morrissey with 1 assist. So there you go.
So yeah, there you go. But with that, we have reached the big one. Tournament MVP. And this isn't really just tournament MVP. This is really season MVP. This is really just PI MVP for floor hockey. Specifically floor hockey, not for all 3 sports, because that will be at the end of the year. That's a completely different award. But tournament MVP, MVP, floor hockey MVP. The finalists. Now, we could not agree on narrowing it down to 3. So, we came up with a compromise. We'll put 5 in here. So, the 5 finalists for MVP. Lincoln Searcy from Maple Grove. I mean, what do I have here? What do I have? Season stats. I've got him listed at 41 goals. Andrew Cargill from Brainerd. I mean, again, 918 save percentage. You just don't hear of that. Josh Pence from Brainerd. Leading goal scorer on the best team, 27 goals. Owen Olsen from Brainerd. Leading assist. Leading playmaker on the top team, Brainerd. 28 assists, 15 goals. Had a great season, had a great senior year. And Aiden Olsen from Brainerd. Most points on the best team, 50 points throughout the season. Sorry that I'm hiccuping a lot. But yeah, those are the 5 finalists. And the winner for PI Division Floor Hockey MVP Award. Number 11 from Brainerd Warriors, Aiden Olsen. I mean, come on. Aiden Olsen, he's just an absolute beast. He can do it all. He can defend. He can attack. He can play forward. Honestly, he could probably play goalie. Put him in net, see how he does. I'm curious now. I want to know how he would do in goalie. Yeah, see if he can stop a couple of my shots, glove side, top corner, assuming I don't shoot it over the net. But yeah, I mean, it's just hard to argue against a 50-point scorer in 16 games, right? 26 goals, 24 assists, and in the state tournament, he had a great tournament as well. Yeah, it's hard to argue against Aiden Olsen. Yes, Cargill had a argument. Yes, I mean, all of these finalists had arguments, right? but Aiden Olson really stood out, and he wins not only tournament MVP but PI floor hockey MVP as well. With that, Reese, anything else you would like to add before we do the outro?
Um, I mean, this was really it. I mean, it's crazy that it just went by so fast.
Floor hockey season went by so quickly. It always
It's
does.
just
It's my favorite
it
season.
feels like yesterday we were just like recording the opening week video, and now we're just here at the post tournament wrap up. I mean, yeah, I mean, all these players are great in their own way. I mean, it was really tough to narrow down on who we could have given it to, but Aiden Olson, by far and away, hands down, the best player of the tournament and the PI regular season as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, nothing else really to say. Um, Thank you all so much for watching. If you need to contact me, please do so at everythingminnesotaadapted@gmail.com, on Twitter at allmnadapted, or on Facebook at Everything Minnesota Adapted, which actually got banned for a second there. Um, my my Instagram account got banned, and that transferred over to Facebook as well. But we're back now. Everything's fine. Meta realized their wrongdoing, so we're back. Speaking of Instagram, go follow Reese's Instagram at Northstar Adaptive. He does an amazing job over there. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Um, yeah, it was a really great floor hockey season, and I can't wait to see you all here for softball season, which is coming up in not too long from now, very shortly from now. I think the first games are on March 25th.
Sounds about
So,
right, yeah.
so yeah, I mean, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for sticking with us throughout this floor hockey season. And we hope you have a great rest of your whatever it is. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, rest of your month, rest of the year until we see you again. Have a great time. And good luck in everything until then. And until then, we will wish you good luck, as I just said. And yeah, that's about it. As always, I have to do the Markiplier outro. So, yeah, it was a great season. Bye bye.